Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Becastled, where in the previous episode we were once again expanding and defending. That is obviously the nature of the beast, and overall we progressed on nicely. We had a bit of a problem with food, and although we are still on negative, it's a lot better than it was, so overall pretty happy with that. In this episode, more defense and more expansion. We specifically want to build probably further... Is he stuck? Oh, okay, this is really annoying. So we've got this wood wall I'm going to have to destroy because there's two guys that are stuck there, so I guess I'll do that and then rebuild it, so that's not ideal. Let's continue on with the building around here and hopefully they won't get stuck, but we shall see. I'm also wondering where the attack is coming from. I'm looking for the markers excuse me, where they note that, you know, where they're going to be attacked from, and I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing any blue markers. I'm not seeing them around here, around this corner. I'm not seeing them pretty much, well, I'm not seeing them anywhere. There's not anything along this line. You can see all of these are in red. When they turn blue, that means they're going to get attacked, and none of these towers are denoting like some danger, so I'm really not too sure. Anyway, what I want to do is hire another worker and then put the worker in the church here because, well, we do have a lot of people that are in need of resurrection, so we'll sort that out. And I think I'll also go for some more housing. Let's go ahead and place some housing probably around here. That would be alright, because I think we get a couple of houses in like so, and then we'll also place them on this side as well. So we'll have one in there and then one in the back there. Let's just see if the workers have been stuck in this corner, and yes, they have. So I'm going to dismiss the worker because, quite frankly, they are just frankly useless when they're like that. There's nothing I can do. Well, okay, it looks like they're just stuck. That just seems to be just how it is now. So cool, they're stuck there. Right, that's just how it is. Early access, I guess. Anyway, let's see for food. Is there any way we can increase our food output? Yes, we can get another person working in here in this windmill. It says, oh, attractiveness is only 25 out of 100. That's not really a big problem. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and get another person in the tavern. And I also want to destroy that house, and you guessed it, destroy the one behind that, and then rebuild said houses. So it'll be 1. Shame it doesn't keep orientation. 2, and then in 3, and then that'll allow us to build another wall, which will probably have people stuck. But there you are, there is the wall in there, and obviously building the wall all the way around. I'm probably going to set up another couple of trebuchets when I finally get the right amount of coin. Let's see if these workers are still... yeah, they are still there. The only thing I can hope for is if basically the... I mean, I could put a gate, but how expensive is a gate? It is... well, we can't even build one there, so yeah, they're basically just screwed. Upgrade to stone wall, double-sided. I mean, I'm very tempted to start upgrading to a stone wall. Oh, and it immediately does it. With the amount of stone that we've got, it seems rude not to do it. Hang on, the gate's changed to the other side, has it? Oh no, that's fine. Stone wall. Stone wall. I don't know why I'm upgrading this side, by the way, over the other one. It just seems to be a natural fit. Okay, there we are. Let's go ahead and get our archers, and we'll put them on the wall here. This is concerning. Change wall side. There we go, that's the side I wanted it to have. I could make it a double wall, but I think it's okay as it is. We are... how many? We've got 2 stone quarry over there with 3 people working, so that should hopefully do the job. Let's get, I think, this captured, this area, and that will allow us, in terms of resources, to go for a hunter's hut, which we will place in the corner here, out of the way. Can I rotate it? Would that be better? Yeah, fit in there quite nicely. There we go, and there's another hunter's hut. Okay, excellent. We are very close to the next attack. I'm going to bring our melee guys further forward, and I want to probably build... Well, how are we doing for siege engines? I can build another trebuchet, but I'm very tempted with a ballista on this one. I think I am going to build a ballista just to see what it is like. And I'm hoping that the attack's coming from this side. I just... I haven't noticed where the fire markers are on, so I really just don't know. I just don't know. Military, wood wall. There we go, wood wall there. So we're building all the way around. So we've got good wood walls. I just don't know whether we've got enough archers. I'm going to train some more archers. Are those archers? Yes, archers. We'll train 10 in total. Let's see if we can... 75 to upgrade that to a stone wall. I also want to know what that is. Is that where they're going to attack from? Is that what that means? Maybe it is. If so, then... Upgrade stone wall. I'm going to have to get our defense guys around. At least all this is now built. All this is connected. Oh, maybe these guys, actually, these residents will disappear at night. That might help out. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, how we're doing for residents. Population here is 52 out of 53. Wood, once again, the amount of wood we're getting is fairly decent. And there's wood all the way around the outside now. And I just want to upgrade... Do I want to upgrade the tower? Stonewall tower. And do we have a ballista? We do have a ballista. So I'm going to get these guys off and put a ballista up there. And there we go. So that is similar in terms of... Well, it's similar in execution to the trebuchet. So it just places it on the top and then you can't put soldiers on there. But it's... Instead of being a... Oh, here's the attack, and yes, it is there, so that's what that means. Okay, you don't know until you know, and now I know. The fun is in finding out, although I really don't know what the fun is in dying from wave after wave of guys. We have, it looks to be lots of things coming in, lots of units, and also we have a ram. Let me just get this guy. I don't know where they're going to attack. Are they going to attack this wall? I would assume so. Let me just bring the archers further across. And you can see that, yeah, our archers are absolutely peppering these guys. And there's the ballista. So the ballista's firing, and the trebuchet is now firing. Although the trebuchet, I find, is not overly great. It's missing a lot. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm after. A big sort of bit of splash damage there. We also have a ram at the back there, which is currently targeting our Sunstone workshop, which is suboptimal to say the least. But it seems that we have managed to, I think, defeat the enemy. Unless they are coming from another side. This is... I think we can make a note here. Huge success. And there we go. Is that it? That's it. Brilliant. Okay, I was actually very... oh, yeah, so them guys are... them residents are definitely stuck there. Brilliant. Read, not brilliant. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll get 3 more people working on the hunter's hut there. I obviously do want to put a wall in, so let's go ahead and place in... Sorry, not a wall, a entrance and exit way there. So that's pretty good. Alright, so food is at the moment negative, but once we get everybody on there, hopefully it will be positive. And I want to get this thing claimed, and then probably a doorway in here, like so, and then obviously resources, it would be a stone quarry, and then we can get lots more stone. I'll also go around to see where our next attack is. So stone quarry, I'll just place it in, it doesn't really matter too much, I'll guess it there. And is that getting repaired? It is getting repaired. And why is there only 2, why are there only 2 workers on that? That is curious. Let me just assign more people to the Sunstone workshop. We have our melee guys getting res, so I'll put those there. And I'm just going to go around and look for... Oh, it looks like that's where the attack's coming from next, is it? So they're coming this way? Is that correct? It seems to be so. Alright, fine. So I will keep upgrading all of this to stone as much as we can. I also need some more housing, because obviously we are not low on population, but we are... having to make sure that we get enough population to staff all of these things. I could put another tower in there, could I? I guess so. Let me go ahead and place that, like so. I want to place that before I do the housing, because obviously the housing will interfere with that, so at least interfere with the where they can get in and out. So let's put that there, housing back in, probably just there should be fine. And I think I can place another one in, probably about there. It's going to delete some of these trees, but I'm really not too concerned on that one. Okay, there we are. We have the stone quarry up the top there, which is up and running. I will assign one person, 2 persons, and I need to assign another one once I've upgraded it. Oops, I've actually removed a person from that one, so I'll get back to the job. And there we are. So that's going to be a lot more stone coming in. So pretty happy with that. If the attack is down here, then obviously we just need some more archers. So more archers, more better. I will place them on this wall, and I'm concerned that they're going to run around that way. So once again, I'd like to get some more archers, but actually, so we're actually on negative sunstone, so that's difficult, isn't it? I'm going to have to capture that then, and then build another sunstone well. Mine, rather. Is that? Yeah, we've got 3 people on that sunstone. 3 people on that sunstone, so realistically, now that we're negatives, this might start to hurt us a bit. Let's go for resources here, and it's a sunstone workshop. We need a total of 300 wood. Warrior's losing health. Yeah, okay, so Warrior's going to start losing health. So I'm just going to place a sunstone workshop in here, and obviously assign people to that. How much health are they losing? Yeah, health is actually going down. Alright, well hopefully this is built sooner rather than later. I'm going to get 1 and then 2 people moved over, preemptively shifting them over, because as soon as this is up and running, hopefully we'll be alright. Just upgrade that to right one to a stone wall. And I'm probably going to build some more siege engines as well. And get in there. Come on, how we're doing. Almost built. 1, 2, and then 3. So 3 people now working there. Mood is at 0, but that might be to do with the sunstone negatives. Oh, we're actually at negative for food as well. So how can I possibly increase the amount of food that we're getting? Well, I guess it would have to be, that's sheep. We could go for fisherman's hut. Go for that one there and get a fishing hut in. That's most likely what we'll do. How we're doing for... I think, you know what, I want another... I want this in here. I don't think we're going to be able to. I'm going to have to delete the barn. Or is it just the people are next to it? I think that's what it was. Yeah, it was just because people were next to it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So one worker was attacked. Ah, because they are... No, that's not them. It's just because they were stuck. Because the residents are stuck. And obviously we are on negative food. Alright. Well, we have enough wood for an expansion here. Which means resources and then a fisherman's hut. 200 wood required. 172 is there. And just have to place it on the banks of the river. You do. There we are. Hopefully that will resolve it. It's very easy to get into these negatives. It's a bit concerning how quick it is to see that go down. I want another ballista. That would be ideal, but don't think it's going to happen. There's a stone wall. You can add workplaces to it. Oh, right, and it goes up the top there, right, I see. So you can make it like a higher wall. So if we get those guys moved off here, you can build that up. Fine, fine. So 1 worker and 2 workers I'll bring over. This fishing hut is almost complete. There we go. So 1 person, 2, and then naturally a 3rd. And then we've got fishing. Oh, the fish are being very much obliging by hanging around right where we need them to hang around. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so I'll pick up that, and I'll pick up this one and get a hunter's hut, but we are currently still on negative food. Wow. I know there was a lot of comments regarding the balance of food and things like that, and I understand now what they mean. I mean, we can't build multiple fields, it just doesn't happen. Oh, actually, is there a place we can build a field? I think you have to build it in there where it says wheat. Yeah, not there, not there, not there. That says sheep, which is food. That's fish. There's all this wood around here. Well, I've got this one to capture, so get that. And then another, we'll go for a hunter's hut. Which requires... Hang on, is that hunter's hut? Oh, no, cows. So it's a farm, that one. Sadly, the farm is massive, which means we're going to have some problems there. Is that a workspace there? Oh, good grief, look at that. It's, strange, isn't it? Right, we'll go for some more troops. Building needs a worker. That is, our farm that I didn't assign workers to. Okay, well, assigning these guys over there will most likely help our situation. Ignore that. And the Sunstone Workshop will also increase the amount of people there. And I'm going to cancel the training of these. Oh, I can't. I'll cancel that. And I'll get you to work in that Sunstone Workshop. Alright, that should be a bit better. But once again, we need more housing. It's going to have to be an expansion down here, I think. In and around there. We have a ballista. No, we don't have a ballista. Can I build a ballista before the next attack? No, that is not happening. Right, fine. So we're just going to put some guys up the top here, and let's see what we have to face. So obviously this building is most likely going to get absolutely wrecked. We have spawns coming in. That is a ram followed by lots of moon archers and moon marksmen. That's 2 rams that we've now got in, and a catapult. This is getting a lot more difficult. There's a lot more spawning than I would have originally thought. I think some of these workshops are going to get absolutely hammered, but there you are. I'm also very concerned that we're going to be attacked from another side. Either way, we can see the ballista there is firing away. The ballista is absolutely brilliant. It's just taking out these guys constantly. To see that, it's absolutely hammering a lot of these things. We will get eventually... Yep, there's their siege engines firing now. They're firing against this Sunstone Workshop. Naturally, that's something we just have to expect. But there is our shots coming in as well. We'll have to rebuild this in the daytime, but there you are. At least the main thing is that we defend the walls. So I'm going to pull our melee guys back. I really don't want those engaged until we absolutely have to have them engaged. And... well, okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 siege engines. We've got one of them now being destroyed. They're now going for our sawmill, followed by, it will be the field. So, yeah, let's see how that fares. I think it's a bit overkill to use a battering ram against a wooden fence that a farmer's popped up, but there you are. I think that because they've lost most of their stuff now, I think we can get our melee guys in to deal with the rest of this. Obviously, it just means rebuilding outside. It would be nice if it left ruins so we can then build that way, so we know like where things are or where things were and what we've lost. Luckily, this is fairly decent in terms of defense. Lots of archers firing, and we've been very fortunate. I'm hoping that they attack from this side again. If so, then pretty good. Alright, there we go. There is all of those taken out, and let's see where the next attack is going to come from. And it's the exact opposite side, where we have no defense. Okay, so I'm going to have to get these guys pretty much just running around the outside now. So it's just a case of, okay, if you were here, go to the other side of the building. Go to the other side of the entire area. So we'll send them over, and that should be the majority of them for now. And obviously that means also building these things up. It also means replacing around here. So let me go ahead and do just that. So it was a field. So place the field in there. We had a sunstone workshop, which I'll place there, followed by a sawmill, I believe it was, which was there. Something like that anyway. And that's it, job done. Happiness is at negative, which is problematic. I also want to build a tower there. And how many workers have we got? We've got one worker to assign over there. Right, so we got all of the workers on the stone quarries. And we do need to start building some siege engines, specifically trebuchets and ballistas. Food is still negative. I guess it's because of this field. Now that I've built this field, 1, 2, upgrade to a third one, 3. We are still on negative, but hopefully once the rest of it's up and running, we'll be alright. There's our... You know what, this sawmill? Don't need it. Just don't need it. But I do need that built. Sunstone mine. Residence, there you go. Okay, so that is now built. These guys are a bit stuck. Looks like they are able to... No, they are able to traverse that, which is good. Stone wall. And we're just shy of enough stone there. We need, most likely, more tavern. And there's some reason there's a person not working on that tavern. Hopefully assigning another one will sort that out. We're on positive food now, which is good. We are obviously going to have our farmers work there. That's okay. Yeah, lots of attack coming from that side. So I do think we need to get some more towers and more siege engines. Siege engine is certainly the one that I want anyway for the trebuchet. Requires 500 sunstone. Each of them require 500, so I've only just got this other workshop put in. So we shall see. I guess in the meantime, I could probably upgrade this to stone wall and get all these stone walled up. We have lots of archers on this corner. I'm very tempted to extend it out around here, but that would mean the removal of this and building it. Do I have the capability? I think more housing is needed, really. Place that there. And then place the other one. Do we have room for one around here? No, not really. I can put one in this corner, though. Which is quite nice. There we are. Just getting more of those, trying to get... Oh, it seems to be one of the workers has shifted from that corner. At least we've got... Can these guys not get down? Are those guys stuck? Oh no, they're not stuck. They're just taking the time. There we go. Fine, fine. Oh, okay. Siege engine. We can go for a trebuchet or a ballista. Quite frankly, I found the ballista to be a lot more useful. Let's go for... Ah, there's no way that's going to fit in. No way at all is that going to fit in. I don't know how I would... Oh, maybe it's just have to move the people. I think I just have to move the guys down there. Let's get them off the top. Get them shifted. And we got another... Yeah, then we got another one of those. Obviously, I'm using stone where I can. Still a -2 mood, so the resident spawn rate is quite low. We also have randomly just people not being assigned to buildings. Like, they seem to be just not being assigned. And we've got 3 taverns. I'm going to upgrade that. And allow another person to work on that. I'm just checking around to make sure that we have people assigned to buildings. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I think this one... How do I want to do this? Most likely, this corner one I'll have as a ballista. Yes, I'll get those guys off the top. Then a ballista goes there. This one's going to be a trebuchet. But that requires 300 wood and more sunstone that I have. I wonder if building these... I'm not too sure if building these is... Oh, yes. I was going to say, does it class as maintenance? It does. There is siege engine maintenance there. Anyway, we're on positive pretty much everything. I'm going to most likely build... Oh, I need to assign people to that one. 1, 2, and how much is it? 2. I need to upgrade to 3. Right, there we are. Yeah, I'm most likely going to build a trebuchet. Actually, we'll go for a trebuchet. But we haven't got much time. And obviously I'm not entirely sure what we will end up facing here. I haven't yet claimed that tile, but I will claim it. So I'll end up reclaiming all of this, most likely. Let's get that to a stone wall. And we'll get that to a stone wall as well. Or a stone tower at least. There we are. I'll put some guys up the top if I can. And then the archers can go back on here. So it's a lot thicker, this stone wall, so you can fit more archers on it. This one I'm probably going to have as a trebuchet. No, probably this forward one as a trebuchet. Where they're going to be coming up. Probably up and around there. But you can see the range is fairly poor. But that's the way they're probably going to come at. So there's the trebuchet. Good. I think another siege engine of some kind is also worth it. But this wall needs to be done first and foremost. Food is okay. Wood is, as you can see, we've got loads of wood. What can I claim? I'm just sort of claiming different areas, but I don't know if it's really necessary. I wonder if wool is a good thing to claim, which is over here. But we'll have to claim that one and then go here. It means expanding the walls all the way around there, but it seems to be at this stage we're actually low on resources, so we just have to see. And mood is also really poor. Okay, so I think it's most likely a case of expanding around here, and we do need a tavern. So 250 wood, and I don't know where I can put it. Probably here is the way forward. Let's get a tavern in this corner there, and then that obviously needs 3 more people, but we do have a lot of people hanging around there. Taverns do seem to be the main thing for happiness for people. Read into that as you will. I'm going to put some of these archers up the top there and replace these. Basically, the ones on the left I'm replacing. I'm going to move them around like that and get some more people in there. Very close to the end of the day, and we shall see how we fare. Naturally, there's going to be some carnage go on here, and here we go. So there's the spawns. It is, by the look of it, a lot bigger than last time. Oh, good grief. Okay. This is problematic. At least we've got stone walls, a trebuchet, and a catapult. But that's a lot of units coming in. I'm feeling that these guys are going to be out of range. I might have to shift some of them over. I'll shift them over to that corner. And they're simply deciding they don't want to do that. That's not something for them. I've told them to do it, but they are not. Okay, well anyway, we can see that the Night Forces are absolutely hammering the Sunstone Workshop, as we would imagine. But there is our trebuchets firing and taking a big chunk out of them. We're now engaging them in melee with our units there, and our archers are firing as well. Still waiting for... Oh, see all them units? They're all stuck. Curious. Anyway, the trebuchet is doing alright. And also, the main thing is our ballista here is absolutely peppering their siege engines. Yeah, certainly the ballista is my favourite. Looks like the farm is going to be destroyed, so that's not ideal. There you go, farm is now destroyed, but I will go and tell these guys to run an attack and take out this ram. It's got no crew anymore, but There we go, it's now taken out. And that should be the end of that attack, although we have lost all of our melee forces here, our warriors, but... Oh, that's a bit of a short-range attack from it. But, yeah, there we go. That should be pretty much it. It's now Siege Engine versus Siege Engine, and quite frankly, we have the upper hand on this one. And that should be that pretty much dealt with. I wasn't very confident, actually, on that attack, but looks to be alright. A worker fails to reach an area. Yeah, probably because they're stuck behind a fence or something. Anyway, that was the night attack. I think we will leave it there for this episode. So not too bad. In the next episode, we will rebuild. We now have another corner over here where we have to defend. So we'll put more people around and overall expand and hopefully survive. But it is getting a lot more difficult. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed the episode. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.